Like anything in life, there are multiple ways of getting a hack done. In fact, good hackers usually have multiple tricks up their sleeve to hack into a system. If they didn't, they would not be usually successful. No hack works on every system and no hack works all the time. Then, one of the most popular areas for those starting out in this discipline is hacking Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi has been rife with vulnerabilities and insecurities over the years, and nearly everyone wants to take advantage of this. When Wi-Fi was first developed in the late 90s, the original encryption or security standard, which is wired equivalent privacy or WEP, was easily cracked in a minute by statistical method. When it was improved with WPA, Wi-Fi hacking became more difficult but still very doable. So why WPS is so vulnerable? WPS stands for Wi-Fi protected setup and was designed to make setting a secure AP simplified with the average home worker. First introduced in 2006, by 2011 it was discovered that it has a serious design flaw. The WPS pin could be brute forced rather simply. With only 7 unknown digits in the pin, there are like 9,000 or 9 lakh possibilities, and most system can attempt that many combination in a few hours. Once the WPS pin is discovered, the user can use the pin to find the WPA to pre-shared key, which is mean password. Since a brute force attack against a WPA to protected AP can take hours to days, so if this feature is enabled on the AP or not upgraded, it can be much faster to route to getting the PSK. So in this lecture, we will be using a tool specially designed to brute force the WPS pin named River. Since it is built in on Kali Linux and other Linux security distributors, there is no need to download or install anything on your machine. Just you have to use Kali Linux or any Linux distributor that most of them has a built-in this tool. So, but first let's talk about the background of this WPS. So, the idea behind of this WPS was to simplify the setup of a wireless access point to the non-technical home user, usually an 8-digit pin as I previously told. Then this device would generate a complex PS key that would be virtually dictionary attack proof. So, to attack the WPS, we need only to brute force the pin with 8 digits. These would simply amplify 10 to 8 power possibilities. Fortunately, the 8 digit is the checksum, and so now the number of possibility is down to 10 to 7 power or 10 lakh. This is certainly a doable number giving enough time. Fortunately for us, the manufacturers actually broke down this number into two pieces. The first 4 digit is the and the second 3 digit. As a result, the only need to crack is first 4 pin with 10 to the 4th power of the possibility or 10,000 possibilities, and then another with 10 to 3rd power possibilities or 1000. This means that the crack the pin this device we only need to try 11,000 possibilities. This is certainly very doable and the number of brute force attack. So the very first step is to reconnaissance for WPS enabled APs. Before we can attack the WPS, we need to find the APs that we have WPS enabled and not locked. The developers of River have provided a recon tool called Wash with River that does that. First, we need to put our wireless interface into a monitor mode with Airmon NG. As you can see, Airmon NG, this is the monitor mode. So what we have to do is we have to monitor or start our monitor mode by typing, as this is the monitor mode, just type start, and this is the wireline connection. This will vary from machine to machine. It might be wireline 1 or wireline 0. So So make sure you check out your machine one. So let's just typing this, and now let's see whether any of the APs of this area have WPS enabled and unlocked. The syntax for wash is this one. So if the wireless network device is WLAN 0, Airmon NG will likely change its name to something like WLAN 0mon. So which means the make certain to use the actual monitor device name available near to the bottom of Airmon NG output. This would give us the command line like this, full wash -i and WLAN 0mon. So this is the connection name and this is the mon. As you can see in here, there are numerous APs near to my office with WPS enabled and unlocked. I should point out that there is at least 3 times this many APs visible from my office, but only these have WPS enabled and unlocked. These of course will be the APs that I will target. Note that the first column has a BSS ID, which is the unique. As you can see, this is the BSS ID, which will always be the unique MAC address of the AP, and we need to go to our next step. So next step is to crack the pin with reverse. So let's get to the cracking with WPS pin. So remember, we have to try up to 11,000 possible pins. So this will take a while, so usually several hours. The basic syntax for this river command looks like this, which means this is the machine, Kali machine, this is the river, this is the connection of WLAN mon which I previously saw, and so WLAN mon is the name of our wireless device in our monitor mode, as this is the monitor mode. BSS ID is the MAC address of the AP that we are tracking. As you can see, this is the BSS ID. This, as you can see, this will vary from machine to machine. So we are using this one. As you can see, this one, this is the BSS ID. So this is the BSS ID and the MAC address that we are attacking. So once it starts, it identifies the AP name, the number of maximum attempts, the manufacturer of the model name, and the model name. As you can see, all of them are mentioned and highlighted in here. So and it then begin to trying the all 11,000 possible pins. Eventually river will find the pin and present it to like this. Now that you can have the pin, you can just connect to the AP without having the password. So river password, one more way to crack the Wi-Fi access. It only works on system with WPS enabled and unlocked. It must be enabled and unlocked, otherwise it won't work. So it is crucial that you run the recon tools wash fast. This one you must have to this one start fast, otherwise you won't get into this stage. So when you find the WPS enabled and unlocked devices, river will capable of finding the pin by running through 11,000 possibilities within couple of hours. It may take 1 to 2 hours, but it will completely be done within a couple of hours, and that's how you can crack down WPS using river on Kali Linux or any Linux distributor.